Hi everybody, it's Marianne, and we're going to make a Thanksgiving Day card with a gift card holder. So I cut this out at 5.5 by 9.5. So you have to use the 11-inch side to cut your 9.5. And then I scored it 1 inch, 4.25, and then you have the other four, yeah. So it's 1 inch, 4.25, and you should have it fold over. Using 1 inch by 5 1/8 panels, different colors, and 1 3/4 by 5 1/8. And today I'm using the banner year. It has a bunch of different holidays in different kinds of things like pumpkins and snowflakes and, well, no, leaves and spider webs and bats, squirrels, chipmunks. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our own designer paper. So I'm going to take the leaf, and on these 1 inch by 5 1/8 panels, I'm calling them panels, I don't know, pieces of cardstock, I took fall colors, and I'm going to use fall color inks. Now, some of it is not going to come out exactly the same color because, you know, you're printing this on colored cardstock. So I'm just grabbing colors that I have. Like, I think this is Cajun red, Cajun craze. Yeah, there you go. And you'll see it. You're not really going to see the color, but seriously, using different colors does make it either darker or lighter. Like the yellow on the yellow kind of shows up faintly. It does give you the essence of fall colors, which I love. I'm from the Northeast originally, and I miss all those fall colors, and I so wish the cooler weather would come because, as you know, I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and I'm located in the United States, specifically Arizona, and we are at 110. Yeah, it's a bit toasty. So you're going to stamp, you pick out the stamps you want. Pick out whatever colors. We're going to speed it up because now see how it gets darker and lighter? That's what you want. I also add in the places where there are some space, I will put in the pumpkin, and that's going to come later. I'm just speeding this up because you know what to do. Once you see it, you know. So I'm going to get my sentiment stamped out, and I'm using scrap very vanilla paper, one for the outside and one for the inside. Now, depending upon how you're going to set up your card depends upon how big you want and how big your sentiment is. Since I'm using the banner year Happy Thanksgiving sentiment, it's kind of small, and so it will fit very nicely. I didn't want to overwhelm. I just wanted to highlight the pumpkin because it is really cute. And it has a stem and a leaf on it. And what you have to do, you have to be a little careful with it. Figure out how it sits on the pumpkin before you actually stamp it because it's tiny, and it really takes a little finesse, because the first time I thought it went one way and actually that wasn't the way it went. So test it out. So you see I'm putting the bigger piece, the bigger print in places where it will show through, and that's how you do your own designed paper, and you can make your own. So you don't have to have a bunch of fancy paper. You can make your own, and it will come out very nice, and no one will have a card just like it. Isn't that wonderful? So now here's the top, and see, I'm just making sure I'm giving it a good look to see how it goes on there. And I think I take the chipmunk and some acorns, and I stamp around different places. So using some garden green, I'm going to see, I have to really take a good look at it. And then that's the nice thing about this kind of stamp, you can look ahead of time and see if it fits. It looks cute once it's put together. And it also has, if you wanted to make a jack-o'-lantern, it does have a little face you can put on it. So going through and just finishing off the pumpkins, making sure they have a little green on it, it really does jazz it up a little bit. Now here's the fun thing about these kinds of cards. Whatever you do is going to be fine. It's going to be great. Why am I pulling off this stamp now? Something must have gotten, I don't know why this stamp is coming off now. This is odd. Interesting. Are we repeating ourselves here? Looks like we are. What has happened? Why did that happen? Did I go back? I went back some. Oh, yeah, I don't think I... Silly me. I thought I stamped it already. Welcome to my world. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. See, it's cute. It's really adorable. And it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to have every piece. Yes, I could have cut that down smaller, but wait, when you see how it looks together, I like the way it turned out. If anything, if you have die cuts or you have a punch and you want to punch it out, you could do that. But this is where, all right, now I'm using some of the new tape runner, or I don't know what we're calling it yet. I'll figure it out. You have to start it off a little bit. You have to get it going. And then it is really sticky. Really, really sticky. Let me tell you, it's strong stuff. So I just centered that so it has a nice little balance. That is where the card holder is going, you know, like a gift card. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to do that first or last. So I decided to do it. Just putting some stuff on the side. And like I said, this stuff is really, really strong. Just making sure it sits in there. And look, it's a very nice, simple little card. That's where you can put your wishes, you can write something in there. Now, unfortunately, I got called away because the package came, and now, look it, it's stuck on there. I've got tape all over the place. It is strong, let me tell you. And not giving up, I just continue making sure I hit everything. Oh my gosh, it's a hoot around here, let me tell you. Putting that in, snapping it down. Yeah, I wrinkled it a little bit, but you know, it's okay. If you have a gift card in there, nobody, and I got tape all over the tape runner too. It was hysterical. I was picking tape off of that for a while. All right, now we're going to put on the front of the card, and I'm just kind of thinking things through before I actually make a decision. What do I want? You see I have green, yellow, I think it's bumblebee, cinnamon cider. I forgot what the purple one's name is. I can't remember. And the green. And just getting the edge off. I'm going to... Right. It's going to be offset. Now, some people don't like this, and I get that. They want it even, Steven. You do you. Do whatever you want. It's going to work. And I'm just like crisscrossing. Not all of it, you know. I'm just like looking at it before I lay it down. If I like the way it is, I go for it. And I liked it. I like the way it came out. It almost reminds me of a crate that's been colored. And then once you put this one on top, it all works. I think it looks pretty darn good. I use black cardstock only because I feel like the black cardstock is a nice background for all the other cardstock. And look at that. I hope you send Thanksgiving cards out. I hope you send Halloween cards out. I just hope you had fun with me, and I hope to see you again because I'm going to have another treat holder. Now watch, I'm going to put in a fake gift card here because I didn't have one sitting on my desk. I hope you enjoyed this, you all, and if you would like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.